Trip to the White House last night, the first of the Christmas parties. They do call it Christmas at the Trump White House. And it was magnificent. I have to tell you, and I said this to the president, I've never seen a White House in better shape. There's construction going on, but you don't see it when you go into that magnificent structure. And the decorations are always lights out. But you know what Donald Trump has done to that White House is he's made it into a symbol of grandeur. And there's a psychological reason why. He wants heads of state, powerful people all over the world to come there to be very impressed with the United States. And boy, I'll tell you, I've been going to the White House for 25 years. Boy, I must have been here, I don't know, 50, 60 times. And every time's a privilege. And I said that to you yesterday. I don't take this for granted. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I came from very little, as you know, Levittown, Long Island, shoveling snow and doing what all kids do. And now I'm going to the White House, talking to the president. It's really only in America, and that's not a cliche. It could not happen anywhere else in the world. So I spent 40 minutes, 4-0, with the president in the Oval Office. And we did talk about some things that I can tell you. I don't want to violate any confidence, but I'll give you an overarch. And these are the things I was concerned about. And I would say, what about? Not my job to grill the president. This is a social situation. And he was very gracious because, I'm me. A lot of people don't want to hang with me. Spent 40 minutes of his time. So there's a big problem with Putin. Putin now is reveling in the Ukraine corruption story. As you may know, 3 of Zelensky's top advisors have been implicated in stealing millions, probably tens of millions of dollars. And that weakens Zelensky. There's no doubt about it. And Putin's just watching this. And the president's still hopeful that he's going to get some kind of ceasefire before Christmas. I don't know, boy. That Vlad, he's on the cover of Confronting Evil. I put him there for a reason. He is the most evil person on the face of the earth right now, in my opinion. I don't know if he's going to give an inch because he sees Zelensky and Ukraine getting weaker. And the president knows that. Now, also, there was a lot of controversy, and I was curious myself about this Honduran president who was incarcerated in the USA for a massive amount of drug smuggling, cocaine, out of Honduras while he was in office. And I didn't want to confront, obviously, the social situation, Mr. Trump about it, but there were other people there. And I got what happened. So the man's name is Juan Orlando Hernandez, and this is important because the Trump administration is attacking drug cartels with U.S. military. So Hernandez gets convicted by a U.S. jury. He did it. He was corrupt. But there is an election in Honduras, and it's going on right now, and it's ill-defined. And it seems to me, based upon the information I've accumulated, the Trump administration wants the traditional candidate to win who is tied to Hernandez's party, not politics. The other guy is a communist. Now, if you look at a map of Central America, and we will put up so you can see, almost every country there is friendly to the USA now, okay, with the exception of Nicaragua, which is a communist country. And the Trump doctrine is to have every country in the Western Hemisphere allied with us. So that is why this guy, Hernandez, got a big break. It's politics. Now, do I object to that? Not really. I understand the big picture here. And I did at one point say to President Trump, this guy owes you. He's got to help the USA for what you did. I can't follow this. Nobody can. But I wanted to, because it is a subject of nonsensical American television coverage, provide some perspective. Okay, so we were there, and when I go to those gatherings, I'm polite. Anybody wants a picture, that's fine. But I'm trying to stay in the background. And I saw a lot of people that I know. And these parties, there's a series of them up until, I think, December 20th, maybe December 15th, because the president's going down to Florida for 2 weeks. They're to reward donors and to, people who are in the Trump administration, bring their families. And it's really some experience. We have pictures posted on BillO'Reilly.com. I'm not doing this for any vanity whatsoever. I mean, I've known Donald Trump 35 years, okay? And as you know, if you follow me, I support, I would say, most of his policies because I believe they're the best policies for the United States. As every one of you know, because I'm very candid about it, I wrote the book Confronting the Presidents. Joe Biden's the second worst president ever. And he never invited me to the White House. He wouldn't invite me to Maryland. And I don't blame him. If I were President Biden, I wouldn't invite me. I was hammering him, okay? I was invited by Bush the Younger, by Barack Obama. I had extensive conversations with both men in this White House. Same thing with President Trump, okay? With Biden, I perfectly understood. I'm hammering the guy because I believe that his policies were really, really hurtful to the United States of America. Trump has reversed that. Now, is he perfect? No. Does he like some of my coverage? No. And he lets me know it when he doesn't like it, but that's not my concern. My concern is to tell you what I know to be facts and then let the chips fall. My job is to inform you, not to be any kind of an ally to any politician anywhere. Now, if a president of the United States asks my advice or your advice, or you give it to him or her as a patriot. And again, I'm upfront. I think that Donald Trump has worked harder than any president, with maybe the exception of Lincoln. Lincoln really had it rough when he walked in. Buchanan was the only president worse than Biden. And Lincoln came in, a mess, and the war was about to start. So Lincoln didn't get any sleep. Trump looked a little tired, I have to say, last night. He didn't get much sleep, but he works unbelievably. And most of his policies, I understand them. I want the drug cartels to be blown out of the Caribbean Sea. I want a very robust foreign policy to protect us. I supported the bombing of the Iran nuclear facility. So when Donald Trump does it, I look at the policy and what he's doing. Is it best for the country? Not best for the Republican Party, not best for the conservative ideology or traditional or any of that. Is it best for the country? And I've been doing this 50 years. Okay, and that has always been my philosophy. So wrapping it up here, next year, and I have to have other conversations with President Trump about his vision for 2026. Gonna be rough on him, as I've reported. Last chance for the left and the Trump haters to take him out next year. The last chance. You're going to hear every week there's going to be something. But I want to hear what his vision is, and I hopefully will get that done in the next couple of weeks. And that's a memo. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on X. Look for @Bill O'Reilly.